How's it going, guys? Welcome back. This is the Batman Collector again, and I got a piece today that, to be honest with you, I wasn't planning on getting. Although I do love the '60s Batman, I just wasn't really. I don't know. At the time, I guess I just felt I didn't really need the Frank Gorshin Riddler. But the more pieces that I get from Tweeterhead, I'll be honest with you, the more I want them. And now that I have, I have the Catwoman and I have the Joker now, and I have Penguin on pre-order, and I felt like, well, if I have the three of them, I'm going to have him too. And I do love Riddler. Riddler's one of my favorite characters. So I finally picked this up, got a good deal. This is the Frank Gorshin Riddler from Tweeterhead. Tweeterhead, which is slowly becoming one of my favorite companies. They're really great. They make great stuff, and even better, they make stuff that, Hot Toys and a lot of other companies just wouldn't touch. So I'll give you a look at the box. It's 1/6 scale Maquette, once again by Trevor Grove, who also did my Catwoman down there. Very talented person. He always gets the sculpts right on. Always does a great job. So let's get this thing out and see what it looks like. Alright, so this particular piece comes just in two pieces. This is the base, which you can see the little hole there for where his foot goes. Just two little simple puzzle pieces. I like this. It's very Riddler. It's very, I like bases that tell a story about who the character is. On the bottom here, Riddler Cold Cast Porcelain Maquette, Trevor Grove. It's actually pretty weighty. I'm always surprised about how heavy these Tweeterhead pieces are. So, all right, let's get to, and here's the Riddler right here in his packaging. I'll get him on and see what he looks like. All right, so there he is. I gotta say, my first impression was like the head sculpt is great. It's really good. It looks just like him. I love the pose. It's a great kind of dynamic pose, but not too crazy. It's great. The paint job is very nicely done. I love the little question marks here. Looks really good. Here you can see like the little split in the back of his mask. It's all painted, all sculpted. I kind of wish they had gone with. He has two looks in the '60s show. You can see here. I didn't really notice this before, but he's wearing shorts. I'm sure that that's true to the show, but I just never noticed it, as a kid. Apparently the story about this suit is that, this is the comic book, more to reflect the comic book look. And Frank Gorshin didn't particularly like this spandex suit, so he asked for the, the bowler hat and the jacket, which is the look that I would have preferred. Maybe, with a cane or something, that would have been cool. But that's the whole reason that look for the Riddler actually exists, is because Frank Gorshin wasn't super comfortable with this particular suit being so tight, and it's understandable. Here, I like that, like the little question marks here. Get in some light a little bit. Really nicely done. Tweeterhead is good quality. But yeah, very happy with it. Like I said, would have been cooler to have the the jacket and the bowler look instead, the bowler hat looks instead. But this is great. It's going to look great with the others. They've confirmed to me recently that they are still planning on doing the '60s Mr. Freeze from this series, which I will absolutely buy. That sounds great. I missed out on the Batgirl. I don't think I'm going to pick that up because the value on that has gone up a lot. But very happy to have this. He's one of four Batman's main villains, which to me is Joker, Penguin, Catwoman, Riddler. And I have to have all of them. It's wrong to not have all of them. So just wanted to make a short video about this. Also, you know what? I want to talk about this real quick because Tweeterhead recently, I don't know how many of you guys know in the statue community, but Tweeterhead did an auction for one of our friends in the statue community, Joe Steiger. And they put up one of their prototype pieces for an auction to raise money because he passed away, unfortunately. And they actually put up one of their prototype pieces to help out with the family and with the funeral. And so I wanted to mention that in this video because it made me like Tweeterhead even more than I already did. They're such a great company. They're a big part of the fan base, and that I really thought that was cool. So I wanted to get this anyway, and so I wanted to just it's almost my way. I just wanted to thank Tweeterhead for doing that, because that was super cool of Chad from Tweeterhead to do. I'm a big fan of theirs, and super happy to have this. So let me get it in the case real quick, and I'll see what it looks like with the others. Alright, so there he is with everybody else. looking great. I gotta say, I'm very happy. It's always nice to have characters that have a little more color, which you'll get from the 60s stuff. You know, Batman tends to be a pretty dark, even Catwoman, they tend to be pretty dark characters. It's always nice to have a character that has some color and pops and just looks great with the others. So, anyway, I know this is an older piece, but I just wanted to talk about this and talk about Tweeterhead. Also, the other thing I forgot to mention is that when I was putting this foot in, I did have to fight with it a little bit. With the Joker, his foot is still not completely in there the way it probably should be. But this one I had to fight with it, but I did manage to get it all the way down. So, yeah, just something to watch out for. But anyway, guys, I've got another huge piece coming that I'm super excited about. Hopefully it gets here not broken. And if it does, I'll be making a video on that pretty soon. But anyway, in the meantime, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.